And welcome back out again to King City as we get set for our third game of the night tonight. It's a match between the number 2 seeded Dekalb girls versus the number 6 seed Osborn Stewartsville girls. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, and your Albany Hy-Vee. Dollars Auction Service in Mosaic Medical Center, Albany, Northwest Cell, the Buchanan County School District, along with the Osborn and Stewartsville School Districts. Printer and New Shopper located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. And Mike, for both these teams, it'll be our first time seeing them this season, but a lot of familiar names from the past couple of seasons, especially on this Dekalb team. They'll have Macy Dittamore, the senior, along with Rebecca Reagan, Gracie Hanshaw, and Ashton Crockett that we've all seen the past couple of years here when Dekalb girls have played.
Well, and on the other side, Gracie Shepard, Madison Lundy, Chesney Ishmael. We've seen those names.
Yes.
To the last few years, so it's kind of interesting to do a game where we don't always know somebody we haven't seen before, and we're seeing a 2 seed who struggled in the first half of their first game and then kind of put it on Northeast Nottoway in the second half. And then you had Osborn Stewartsville, at least from a seeding standpoint,
yes,
pulled an upset, a minor upset, 6-3. And so we'll be interested to see what they look like and how much they've improved, if they're different, how they're different. It's going to be interesting.
And we'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Are you getting ready to move and need to sell your things or even your house? Don't fear, Dollars Auction Service can help with estate or consignment auctions. Give Rod Dollars a call at Dollars Auction Service to set up an auction today at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Check out Dollars Auction Service current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we get set for our Dollars Auction Service starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Dollars Auction Service. Contact Rod Dollars of Dollars Auction Service for all of your auction needs. And Mike, looking at both these two teams, there's a definite disparity on the size of the players on the bench between these two teams.
I think you're going to see Dekalb probably use a lot of pressure.
Yes.
We thought in the past they've had pretty decent quickness. The Crockett girl plays a little bit inside, but I don't know if they have a pure post player. Stewartsville will have that.
So again, as we get set for your Dollars Auction Service starting lineups, we'll let you listen in. Again, if you are looking for the game that is going on tonight in the old gym between Northeast Nottoway and South Holt, you can find that over on the King City NFHS system page. Again, you can find that link on Albany TV.
And while we're waiting, we always have a delay in getting the starting lineups called out here. But while we've got the delay, one thing I do want to say about the last game, because I sounded pretty negative about the Warriors, thought they did scramble on defense and played decent defense.
Yes.
And give up 48 points to Stanberry. You know, that's not a shame. They had defensive lapses like everybody does over the course of the game, but I thought they did compete on the defensive end pretty well.
We'll let you listen in here to the starting lineups. So again, the starting lineups for both teams. For Osborn Stewartsville, it'll be Gracie Shepard, Madison Lundy, Josie Brush, Chesney Ishmael, and Ashley Koth. For Dekalb, Macy Dittamore, Laney Vogan, Rebecca Reagan, Gracie Hanshaw, and Ashton Crockett. So Osborn Stewartsville Wildcards will wear their road black uniforms with orange and red lettering. For Dekalb, they will wear their home white uniforms, black lettering outlined in gold. Again, this to see who will take on Stanberry in the championship game here in the new gym Friday night at 6:30. Who will take on the host King City in the third place game on Friday night at 8 o'clock in the old gym. And the opening tip-off will be won here by Dekalb. With it up at the top of the key here is going to be Rebecca Reagan over to the right wing for Dittamore. And driving in, laying it off the glass, a little too hard. That time is going to be Gracie Henshaw.
Yeah, good quick take by Henshaw, though.
Josie Brush with it up at the top of the key, sends it into the corner this time for Koth.
We've always talked about in the past, I like those high post players that can catch and distribute, drive to the basket, hit that perimeter jump shot.
Over to the right wing with it. Here's Ishmael up top. Back over to left wing here for Shepard. Shepard shot from the baseline off the side of the backboard. Rebound is going to be picked up there by Reagan. And quickly getting it down, knocking it in off the glass for two is going to be Ashton Crockett.
Nice find by Reagan, too. So ran the floor and got rewarded for it.
First shot no good off the hands of Ishmael, and then knocking it in is going to be Gracie Shepard. .6:35 left to play here in this first quarter, tied at 2-2. Again, they'll find the weak side block. Knocking it in again is going to be Crockett. It's a 4-2 Dekalb lead. And now stolen away. Rebecca Reagan knocks it off the glass for two.
Maybe look for a quick timeout here. A little discombobulated. Good passing by the Tigers.
That one knocked away by Rebecca Reagan. She'll now bring it across the timeline here for the Lady Tigers. Left wing with it here for Vogan. Up for Dittamore. Crockett inside. Leaves that one off the mark. Rebound made by Hanshaw. Back to Dittamore, top of the three. And this time coming away with the rebound is going to be the Wildcards.
Look up. They've got somebody open. Found her maybe a little late, but got it down.
And knocking it in that time is going to be Brush.
Nice finish by Brush in around the basket.
Dittamore with it, right wing. And she is going to be fouled. Picking up the foul this time is going to be Gracie Shepard. Ready to check in, Jordan Haskell as well as Reese Walker. For Dekalb, Rachel Reagan will check in here for Lane Vogan. And again, they'll find on the block open Ashton Crockett. She'll knock it in. She's got 6 early here as her team leads 8-4, 5:12 left to play here in this opening quarter. And that time, Koth going to be fouled here on the block. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. As that time, Gracie Hanshaw going to be called for the foul. That'll be her first, team's first. Missing on the first free throw that time is going to be Koth. And second bounces out as well. Dittamore with it left wing. Inside to Hanshaw from inside the paint, has it blocked away by Koth.
Tigers have been pressing, drop back to a half-court man-to-man.
Rolling around on the ground, it's going to be a jump ball. And it will stay here with the Wildcards. Reese Walker with it left wing, sends it in the corner now for Koth. Back up to Walker. Right wing for Haskell, into the corner now with it is going to be Ishmael. Trying to send it up to the high post, stolen away, and knocking it out of Hanshaw's hand from behind are the Wildcards. Checking in now for the Lady Wildcards will be the sophomore Emily Saunders. And she'll check in here for Chesney Ishmael.
Henshaw has been impressive here in the early going.
And as you say that, she gets the inbounds and knocks it off the glass for 2. 10-4 as this one knocked away out of bounds off the senior Rebecca Reagan.
1-2-1-1 pressure, kind of a soft press, although Reagan has picked up a couple of steals.
And now timeout going to be called here by the Lady Wildcards. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
It's a 10-4 lead in favor of Dekalb. With it left wing, here's going to be Reese Walker. She'll send it right wing now here for Haskell. Over left wing again for Walker, trying to send it inside, knocked away out of bounds off the hands of the Lady Tigers. Checking back in for Dekalb will be Lainey Vogan, as she'll check in here for Macy Dittamore. They'll get it inbounds here to Haskell, but then trying to pass it into the paint, knocked away. Rolling around with it now, picked up here by Walker, up at the top of the key for Stewartsville Osborn.
DeKalb, pretty good man-to-man defensive team.
Trying to get it to the block and laying it up from inside the paint is Madison Lundy.
And good interior passing. We've seen a little bit of that from Osborn Stewartsville. I can see how they would pull an upset.
Yes.
If they can hold on to it and be patient and get it down on the block, they're gonna score.
We'll get it down to Crockett on the block, back out. Now up top and driving in Rebecca Reagan. kisses it off the glass for 2 on the runner.
You know, if I'm Stewartsville, this is where I'm a little bit worried. But they've handled it well.
Saunders leaves it onto the baseline. Koth drives, can't get it to fall in. Either can on the second chance will be Lundy.
And I think those are the ones they're going to have. I think Dekalb looks a little quicker, a little bit more able to exert some defensive pressure maybe than Stewartsville.
Francie Hanshaw misses the first, then is fouled on the rebound.
The Wildcards do have the advantage in on the block.
Yes. That one called against Saunders, as checking in now will be Ishmael as she'll check in here for Koth. Hanshaw will check out as checking in. Again will be Macy Dittemore for Dekalb. Dittemore in the corner from 3. Hits off iron, rebound made that time by Lundy. Saunders will send this one into the corner, trying to bring it inside, knocked away by Ashton Crockett. Rebecca Reagan will bring it across the timeline here for Dekalb.
Crockett's made her presence felt both on the offensive and defensive end here early on.
And she'll drive, and now coming away with the block this time is going to be Madison Lundy. Walker into the corner this time for Saunders. Back over to Walker, now right wing for Haskell. Walker inside for Lundy, and that one just off the mark as Dittemore comes away with the rebound.
Well, we've
maybe
seen
just a little rushed on the shot.
We've seen that. I was just getting ready to say that's just awfully quick.
Pass that time for Crockett over ahead, out of bounds.
You just like see him maybe take a hard crab dribble, meaning you put it down right between your legs just to gather yourself, and then go up strong to the basket. They're just trying to catch and glide to the basket, which you get straightened out. And trying to lean and lunge also makes yourself more susceptible to block shots.
Brush with it, left wing, sends it up to the top of the key here for Haskell. Right wing now for Ishmael. Sending it inside, knocking it in off the glass for 2 is going to be Koth.
And I don't think the camp coach is real happy with the lob passes and where, not getting to the backside help.
Left wing shot from 3, and that one no good off the hands of Rachel Reagan.
Good interior passing, though.
And this time leaving it just short will be Lainey Vogan from 3. Ishmael up top here for Shepard. Right wing now for Haskell. Back up to Shepard. Left wing for Brush. Now Haskell with it right wing. Up again for Shepard. Brush trying to send it and trying to lead her teammate Ishmael as the pass that time inside to Koth, knocks it in off the glass, and it's a 2-point ball game, 12-10.
Nice run here. Good patience by the Wildcards. Cut it to 2.
15 seconds left here in the first quarter. This one's stolen away here by the Wildcards. Haskell will slow things up as she lost possession of the basketball. Back up top for Brush.
And you wonder, does anybody have any idea what kind of time's left?
5.6 is a foul going to be called here against Dekalb. And this one going to go against Lainey Vogan. Crockett will check out. Hanshaw will check back in for Dekalb. 5.6 left to play in the quarter. It's a 12-10 lead here for Dekalb. Brush left wing. 3 seconds. And they're trying to get down to the block. Knocked out of bounds with .1.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder why they just don't end it, because legally you can't get a shot off in .1. So, well, I guess you can get a tip. You could tip it.
And that'll do it. 12-10 is the lead here for Dekalb over Osborn Stewartsville at the end of first quarter of play. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Lockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 12-10 lead in favor of Dekalb as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. And to start out the second quarter will be Dekalb basketball. Inbounds into the backcourt here for Rebecca Reagan. She'll send it right wing, this time now for Vogan. To Dittamore in the corner. Left wing for Vogan. And that time, nice pass. Crockett back to Vogan as she knocks it in off the glass for two. Nice little give and go up the high post. And that one's going to be tipped by Henshaw and not able to keep it in play.
Well, we mentioned earlier, I've really been impressed with DeKalb's passing, and that was just one more example of it.
Inbouncing will be Haskell. Up for Brush up at the top of the key. Haskell will send it in the corner this time for Ishmael. Up top for Brush, knocked away here by Crockett. She'll run it down in the corner. And the pass that time kept in the front court that time there by Lainey Vogan as Dittamore gives it off for Crockett. Back again for Dittamore. And that time she will be fouled and will go to the line to shoot two free throws. Dittamore got bailed out a little bit, being caught a little too far underneath the basket as well.
Well, but another nice give and go.
Yes.
Again, you just say, take a strong dribble to gather yourself around the basket.
Dittamore sinks the first. That foul was against Shepard, her second. Checking back in will be Madison Lundy as well as Reese Walker. Dittamore leaves the second free throw off front iron. Hanshaw comes with the rebound. Right wing, Rebecca Reagan from three. Leaves it short. Rebound picked up here by the Wildcards.
Ooh, nice
and
move.
Then Brush can't get the shot to fall in, and then a foul going to be called here on the rebound.
Yeah, nice move by Josie Brush, though. Get a little hesitation, and
foul goes against Hanshaw. That'll be her second.
Faked the crossover and came back.
Trying to get it to Lundy, and she'll get it out to Brush.
And give and go, and Brush was wide open that time. Didn't get it.
And then fouled on the block is going to be Gracie Shepard, as she'll go to the line to shoot two free throws. Foul will go against Dittamore. That'll be her first, team's fourth. Missing on the first that time is going to be Shepard. Able to get the second to fall in off back iron. And Brush able to knock away the pass, but then going to be called for the foul. And the foul against Josie Brush is going to be her first, team's fourth. Up top for Dittamore. Vogel now right wing here for Rebecca Reagan. Crockett from the high post had to block partially. Rebound by Lundy.
Koth has been pretty active here. I think she got a piece of that shot. Dekalb been in man-to-man the whole game. Has pressed some 1-2-1 or 1-2-2 half court.
And now Shepard's going to be fouled here on the drive. As the foul this time going to go against Lainey Vogel. That'll be her second, team's fifth. Jordan Haskell will check back in here for Gracie Shepard. Dekalb will send in Rachel Reagan here for Lainey Vogel. Get the ball inbounds to Brush, drives inside the paint, now leaves it off for Koth. Into the corner now. Walker trying to leave it for Lundy, and she is going to be fouled as they try to get the ball into her at the block with 5:42 left to play in the second quarter. It's a 15-11 lead in favor of Dekalb, as Ashton Crockett will pick up her first, team sixth. Next one will put Osborn Stewartsville into the single bonus. Get the ball into Lundy, goes up, knocks it off the glass for two. And it's down now to a 15-13 Dekalb lead.
And the size of Lundy and Koth have bothered the Wild Cards a little bit inside.
Crockett will get this one into Hanshaw, goes up, can't get it to fall down as Brush will come away with the rebound. Now Brush drives, will be fouled and will go to the line to shoot two free throws. As they're going to get Rachel Reagan here on the foul, which is going to be her first, team seventh. As the Lady Wildcards will be shooting from here on out. This one a shooting foul, so she'll get two. Misses on the first as it rolls around. Second free throw is good, that time from Brush. Down to a 1-point ball game, 15-14. The Lady Tigers with the lead. Dittamore with it in the corner. Gets it to Hanshaw down on the block. Loses in the paint, back out for Dittamore. Up top, Reagan from three. Runs out for Rachel Reagan.
Well, this is one of those games where it looks like Dekalb ought to be, seem like they ought to be ahead by 6 or 8 points, and it's a 1-point game.
That is one thing I do remember, though, from Dekalb in the past couple of years. If they can't hit those outside shots, people are able to keep the games close against them.
You're right, and it's one of those. They've really had a lot of success with Henshaw and Crockett.
Yes,
and maybe just be a little more patient, but we don't know the style that they play either.
Yeah, Crockett shot no good. Hanshaw with the rebound, can't get the follow through to go. And from deep that time, Rebecca Reagan can't get it to fall.
And in fairness, they've had some luck inside, but they've also had some problems dealing with Lundy and Koth, too.
Yes. And now a foul called here against Dekalb. Going to go against Gracie Hanshaw, and that's going to be her third. So Hanshaw will pick up her third halfway through the second quarter of play, as Koth will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Hanshaw will check out, as checking in for her going to be Lainey Vogel. So that is going to put them at a disadvantage here against Koth and Lundy. Able to knock in the first here is Koth.
Getting a distinct whiff of onions from somewhere.
Probably El Rey Pappy's here in King City.
Because we're hungry.
Koth misses. Brush can't get the second chance opportunity to go, and this one going to go out of bounds off the Wild Cards.
But we can definitely
I believe I see a fan down over here eating some El Rey Pappy's from here in King City. Which if you haven't eaten there, very good Mexican restaurant here in King City. Getting ready to open up a restaurant in Stanberry as well, as this one's going to be stolen away here by Reese Walker. Koth on the baseline now for Walker. top here for Haskell. Into the corner now for Brush.
Well, I have not eaten there, but I will definitely make it a point to do so.
Walker drives in, leaves it for Brush. Now she'll fake and then drive to the basket, knocks it in for two. Osborn Stewartsville now with a 2-point lead, 17-15. 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter.
And Brush has been impressive.
Yes.
Here in this first half.
Rebecca Reagan gets it here for Crockett inside the paint, and she's going to be called here for the travel. Checking in for the Lady Wildcards will be Emily Saunders here for Lundy.
Tell you, the Wildcards might be my new favorite team nickname.
Yes. And as the 6th seed, could be the wild card here in this tournament as well. As Koth puts it off the glass for two.
Well, and I was going to say just drop the ball off to, I think she had Saunders on the weak side. I thought I'd just drop it up to her, but she got it up off the glass. 4-point lead for the Wildcards.
2:34 left to play here the second quarter. We'll keep it here during this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're still awaiting to try and find out a final score from the old gym from the game that just happened between Dekalb and Osborn boys. We'll try and give you an update from that as soon as we are able to find one on that score. Again, Maysville girls will be in the consolation game. Stanberry girls punch their ticket to the championship game. King City girls will be in the third place game. We'll find out the rest after these two games are going on here from the King City tournament.
King City's been, or Stewartsville Osborn's been man-to-man here in this whole game. Good hustle by Saunders.
Tipped into the backcourt. It's going to be picked up this time here by Rachel Reagan. Right wing for Dittamore. And a foul going to be called here on the floor. And they're going to get this one on Haskell. Dittamore to inbounds, gets it for Crockett in the corner. Right wing for Rebecca Reagan. Trying to bring it into Rachel Reagan, and she's going to be fouled from behind. It'll just be the team's 6th foul, as this one is going to go
Reese Walker.
Against Reese Walker.
Not terrible defense, but when you got a cutter trying to come across the lane, you want to close them out before they get to the lane, rather than wait till the pass is thrown and then try to close out.
Left wing Rachel Reagan trying to bring it up to Vogel, stolen away, and then it's going to be tossed out of bounds though by Emily Saunders. Able to tip the pass away, not able to complete the steal.
And all of a sudden, you know, the really sharp passing that we saw earlier in this game is like the Wildcards have stiffened up their man-to-man defense a little bit. Those passes aren't quite as frequent or as easy to make.
And now rolling around the floor, and Rachel Reagan able to come away with it, but looks like she will be okay.
You know, I know why they blew that play dead.
Dangerous position for the player.
Maybe so. If I'm Osborn Stewartsville or Stewartsville Osborn, I'm not probably real happy with that, because you had a chance to at least come away with a jump ball.
And now they're going to get a moving screen called here against Dekalb. And that one's going to go against Rachel Reagan. That'll be her 2nd. So next foul against Dekalb will put Osborn Stewartsville into the double bonus. Left wing with it here is going to be Jordan Haskell. They'll get it to Koth up at the high post into the corner for Walker, and she's going to be called for the travel. Bringing it across midcourt this time is going to be Rachel Reagan. Backdoor cut, and Vogan is going to be fouled, and she will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Dekalb really did that well in that first quarter. We haven't really seen it much since.
Well, I think they've been operating out of the high post when they run that give and go, and more plays have been made probably out of the low block than out of that high post area.
Vogan misses on the second, as checking back in will be Lundy as well as Ishmael. And Vogan able to hit the second free throw. 19-16, it's a 3-point lead here for the Lady Wildcards. 1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Up top here for Shepard. She'll drive in. Misses as she'll send it back out, and the shot from 3 hits off the iron, that time from Ishmael. Right wing for Vogan.
Going to be Stewartsville Osborn's ball coming up.
And a double dribble going to be called here against Vogan with 36.8 left to play here in the second quarter.
And I would guess Vogan was looking for a foul there. That I double dribbled because I kind of got body checked a little bit on my drive.
Brush sends this one up for Shepard. Into the corner for Koth. Drives baseline. Leaves it for Lundy on the block. Leaves it short. Rebound is going to be made by Crockett. Quickly bringing it up here for Rachel Reagan. Up now for Rebecca Reagan. 12 seconds left to play here in the half. Left wing for Vogan. For Crockett up the high post. For Dittamore. Baseline. And kind of blocked by Lundy. And not able to get it to fall in. So after one half of play, Osborn Stewartsville looking for the upset win again. They lead by 3, 19-16. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Remember your halftime tonight at Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
The Printery in Albany can do all of your printing. They do business cards, envelopes, brochures, books, calendars, posters, magnetic signs, banners, and everything in between. Come visit Perry and Susan at the Printery in Albany, where they have your printing covered. Call the Printery today at 660-726-5234. That's 660-726-5234 for fair and honest pricing, because to us, your family.
Trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much-needed help on the farm? Wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 9,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable addresses and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City. I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Penny John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany, and Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Your Albany Hy-Vee and Dollars Auction Service, Mosaic Medical Center, Albany, Northwest L and the Buchanan County School District, along with the Osborn and Stewartsville School Districts. The Printer and New Shop are located in Albany, and Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North, located in Albany. For Osborn Stewartsville, they are led in scoring at the moment. 7 points for Ashley Koth, 5 points on the night for Josie Brush, and 4 points on the night for Madison Lundy, 3 points for Gracie Shepard. Osborn Stewartsville shooting 8 for 20 unofficially from the field, 0 for 1 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 8 from the free throw line. For Dekalb, they're led in scoring so far. 6 points for Ashton Crockett, 4 points for Rebecca Reagan, 3 points for Lainey Vogan, 2 points on the night for Gracie Hanshaw, 1 point for Macy Dittamore. Dekalb girls unofficially shooting 7 for 24 from the field, 0 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Well, the thing that really jumps out at me there was 10 for 20 or 40% from the field for Stewartsville Osborn, and
just underneath 30, 29%.
Under 30% for Dekalb. I guess one of the things that's really surprised me here is I thought early in the game Dekalb really looked sharp. Their passing was sharp, their cuts were sharp, and I thought they did a lot of damage offensively with a lot of give and go action. And then from about toward the end of the first quarter through the second quarter, that just kind of disappeared. Now, I'd also give credit to I should have said Dekalb did a lot of that. I should give credit to Stewartsville Osborn's defense.
Yes.
Sure, some changes were made. They picked up the defensive pressure, and between Madison Lundy and Ashley Koth, they have bothered a lot of attempts to score inside. Henshaw and Crockett from Dekalb I thought, pretty much had their way early on. And then I think the improvement in defensive pressure from the Wild Cards, I think, really bothered them from about the second quarter on. And then on the defensive end for Dekalb, I thought they've done a lot of nice things. They got some turnovers out of their pressure. Of course, I think you probably want to have a made basket or dead ball to get that pressure on. And then they fell back to man-to-man, and I thought their quickness really bothered the Wild Cards early. But then lately, or toward the first part of the second quarter, I thought Stewartsville Osborn's inside play really started to take over. And I thought they got a really nice lift from sophomore Josie Brush.
Yes.
Had a bunch of steals defensively, chipped in 5 points, and along with Lundy and Koth, I think that's the reason why they have that 3-point lead. So the big question I have coming into the second half is, can Dekalb get back to the things they did early offensively to crawl back into it? They're not out of it.
No, and I think one of the things that they're going to need to happen, they're going to need to make sure they can keep Gracie Hanshaw on the floor. Again, she left about halfway through the second quarter with 3 fouls. I mean, it was a tight game at that point already.
Yeah.
Osborn Stewartsville just was able to take the lead after that point.
Well, we mentioned it. I'm really impressed with Henshaw early on with her quickness and abilities. And, any loss, I think, they've only got 8 players dressed out.
Yeah.
So you got to assume they're not overly blessed with depth either.
Yeah. We'll be back to start out the second half when we come back in just a moment. Remember, your halftime tonight on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile on the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee.
The Buchanan County R4 School District board members, administration, teachers, and staff are proud of their Tigers. Buchanan County R4 School District is proud of the determination, perseverance, and work ethic that the students put out in their extracurricular activities, and they also put out in the classrooms. The effort that the Tigers put in at the Buchanan County R4 School District helped them in all of their future endeavors. Wishing the Tigers the best of luck at the King City Tournament, is the Buchanan County R4 School District. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Are you getting ready to move and need to sell your things or even your house? Don't fear, Dollars Auction Service can help with estate or consignment auctions. Give Rod Dollars a call at Dollars Auction Service to set up an auction today at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Check out Dollars Auction Service current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com. As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we get set here to start out the second half of play. It is a 19-16 Osborn Stewartsville lead. They will have the basketball to start out the second half as well. They will start out with Lundy and Koth, as well as Brush, Shepherd, and Ishmael. So they'll start out with their 5 original starters for Dekalb. They will send out their 5 original starters as well. Dittamore, Crockett, Hanshaw, Vogel, and Rebecca Reagan. We do have an update on the final score on the boys' side. Osborn Stewartsville boys defeated Dekalb tonight 66-32. We'll give you an update of the halftime score between Northeast Nottoway South Holt here in just a moment. With it up at the top of the key here is going to be Gracie Shepherd. Gets it now for
Go
Brush.
ahead. I'm sorry.
You're
stepped
fine.
on your call.
Koth, right wing, trying to send it over top for Lundy. Goes up off the glass, knocks it in for 2.
Well, and one of the changes we see is DeKalb's gone to a 1-3-1 zone, and I think they're going to try to get more help. I think she's wanting backside help on those lob passes. They're fronting the low post and just didn't get it. In fact, that was a lob layup to Lundy.
Yeah.
And I immediately saw a reaction of disgust from DeKalb's coaching staff.
And weak side as, again, they try that backdoor cut. This time, Dittamore, though, will be fouled. An update from the other girls' game going on. South Holt has a lead over Northeast Nottoway girls at half, 31-8. Picking up a quick third foul here is going to be Gracie Shepherd. She'll take a seat here. As Haskell will check back in. Dittamore with it, left wing, 3. Off iron, rebound chased down, though, by Crockett. They'll get it to Crockett up at the high post. Weak side block, knocking into Hanshaw, and she'll get the hard foul for the and one opportunity as well.
Well, that's good interior passing. That was some of what we saw in the first half.
Yes.
That we haven't seen for a while.
Hanshaw can't finish out the three-point play. Rebound made by Brush. And then she will be fouled here on the drive as she tries to go coast to coast. Foul is going to go against Lainey Vogel. That'll be her third, team's first. As Brush misses the first, Cavs coach yelling at her team that she's got half the players playing the zone, half the players playing a man-to-man. And that's how Brush was able to make it through and ends up picking up the foul.
Well,
we've seen that a couple times tonight.
Sometimes that confuses the offense, too.
Yes. Brush able to knock home the second free throw, makes it a 22-18 4-point lead here for the Wildcards. 6:45 left to play in the third. Up top for Crockett, trying to send it into Hanshaw, and she's going to be fouled from behind. And the foul this time is going to go against Ashley Koth. That'll be her first, team's third.
Well, Koth playing even instead of trying to stay between her player and the ball. Picks up a foul.
And another foul going to be called here against Osborn Stewartsville. This one is going to go against Lundy.
Now maybe seeing some calls we didn't see earlier on in the game.
Dittemore with it up at the top of the key. Leaving it up top this time for Rachel Reagan. Up now for Rebecca Reagan. Back to Rachel on the left wing. Drives in the paint. She's going to be called, though, for the walk.
Well, and she's got Crockett in the low post with the defender on her back.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean Crockett's got to score, but how many times have we talked about some of the best ways to get an open outside jump shot is throw it inside and then watch it come back out when they double down on the low post.
Ishmael from three leaves it short, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds here off of the hands of Rebecca Reagan. Brush set to inbounds. Knocked off of Lundy, comes back to Brush, right wing. Drives inside the paint, sends it back out now for Koth.
They've got Lundy with no backside help if they want her.
Brush drives in and will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul this time going to go against Rachel Reagan, her third, team second. Josie Brush's first free throw attempt. Short off front iron.
Hit one of her first two. Kind of hit the skids here.
Second free throw attempt. Again, short off front iron as the rebound's pulled in by Crockett. I'll bring it inside for Hanshaw on the block. Goes up off the glass for 2.
Well, I think that's the ticket for Dekalb is to get it into the post, get them a touch every time down the floor.
They'll try to bring it into Lundy, stolen away here by Crockett. Rebecca Reagan quickly brings it up and trying to get it to Hanshaw on the pass, just a little too hot for Hanshaw to pull in.
Nolan Ryan fastball couldn't be pulled in. Seen Brush missed her last few free throws, and all of them short, which tells me a little more legs. Get a little more oomph with the legs.
Lundy for Walker. Haskell now for Brush over the left wing. Reverses it back to Haskell. Into the corner, Walker from 3. Drains it. Reese Walker drains it from the corner for 3. 25-20. Osborn Stewartsville with the 5-point lead. 4:50 left to play here in the third quarter. Crockett up at the, we'll send it to Dittemore, right wing here for Rebecca Reagan. Back onto the block for Hanshaw. And she's going to be called for the travel.
Good read by Brush.
And then a nice finish that time again by Reese Walker as that one went off the hands of Koth, and Walker able to knock it in. 27-20. Osborn Stewartsville lead. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. 4:23 left to play in the third quarter.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
27-20. It's a lead here for the Lady Wildcards over the Lady Tigers. 4:23 left to play in the third quarter. Winner will get to take on the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs in the championship game, 6:30 Friday night here in the new gym. Loser will take on the host King City Lady Wildcats, 8 o'clock in the old gym.
So originally it looked like the Wildcards were going to start in the press, thought better of it, and they're going to pull back. They've been pretty successful with their half-court man defense.
Rachel Reagan with it in the corner, and a foul going to be called here against Reese Walker. Maybe got a touch of the wrist there, as that'll be her second, team's fifth. Becca Reagan left wing, Macy Dittamore from three. And again, Dekalb just not able to hit so far from behind the arc tonight. Get up to the high post for Hanshaw, drives in. Now back out here for Rebecca Reagan, and awkward shot as she is fouled, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, there was the give and go. They hit
Yes.
the side high post and cut. Well defended that time.
Foul that time is going to go against Brush, her second, team six. Next one will put Dekalb into the bonus from here on out. We still have 3:47 left to play in the third as Rebecca Reagan knocks in the first free throw. Second free throw attempt is good. 27-22, 3:49 left to play here in the third quarter. The Lady Wildcards with a lead here over the Lady Tigers. Haskell into the corner here for Koth. Up top for Walker. Back to Koth in the corner. Koth drives baseline, drives and leaves it in for two.
That is really a nice take. That's hard to get under control when you don't have to have an angle to go glass.
Rachel Reagan out for Dittamore.
Crockett is open inside again. There you go.
Hanshaw goes right at Lundy. Not able to get it to go. She leaves it short off iron. And that one's going to go out of bounds here against Osborn Stewartsville. Vogel will check back in here for Dekalb. Checking back in for Osborn Stewartsville will be Saunders as well as Ishmael. 29-22, 2:50 left to play here in this third quarter. Rebecca Reagan will send it left wing for Dittamore. Up to Crockett, up the high post, back to Dittamore. Into the corner for Vogel. For Rebecca Reagan, right wing. Rebecca Reagan drives in, and she is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. Blocking foul going to be called here against Osborn Stewartsville. It'll be their seventh team foul. As this one will go against Lundy, and it'll be her second. Rebecca Reagan able to knock home the first free throw.
Well,
So
now,
again,
now Dekalb's offense looks like it's
back on.
Rebecca Reagan driving and being able to draw fouls. Hit four straight from the line.
And now Dekalb will be at the free throw line from here on out as well, as they're in the single bonus. Get it down to Koth on the baseline. Up and under, and pulls off the hard shot from the baseline.
Boy, that's back-to-back tough shots. I thought that might have had greater difficulty than the first one.
And that gives Koth now 11 points here in the ball game, and a foul this time is going to go against Emily Saunders. And going to line again here is going to be Rebecca Reagan. Koth will check out as Gracie Shepard will check in. That's the second against Saunders. Team's 8th. So Rebecca Reagan at the line for the 1-1. Sinks the first.
Well, it could be in a free throw contest from here on out. But only
For
two fouls on only 2 fouls on Dekalb. So,
and that might be thing for Dekalb, is they've been pretty good so far from the free throw line tonight. Walker with it up at the top of the key over to the left wing for Saunders, knocked away, picked up by Ishmael. Back up top again for Walker. Trying to get it inside, shot knocked away, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Dekalb as Lundy's not able to get the shot to fall in.
Well, Shepard tried to take one of the same kind of shots that Koth did, but I thought they were going to get a break by having it fall right into the hands of Lundy. She couldn't finish.
Walker with it on the left wing. Trying to send it inside for Lundy, picked out of the air. Again, it's Rebecca Reagan.
And Reagan kind of single-handedly keeping Dekalb in this.
Dittamore inside the paint, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound and quick transition here by the Wildcards.
And where are you going?
A blocking foul going to be called against Rebecca Reagan. (31-26), 1:10 left to play in the third quarter. Osborn Stewartsville with the lead. With it left wing, here is Saunders.
And now Dekalb back to man-to-man. They come out and started in a 1-3-1 zone. How did she?
And
I was going to say, I wondered how she stayed in bounds.
Yeah, she tight-roped along that out-of-bounds line, but official Mike Matson right there able to see and
he's
call her out of
eagle-eyed.
bounds.
He's eagle-eyed. He's not going to miss that.
Hand shot to high post, kind of got another defender over there as Dittamore kind of followed her into the low post as Crockett's pass to Hanshaw, little off the mark, and then the shot from three, no good off Rebecca Reagan.
Tough break, really, because I thought Crockett made a nice pass, and Henshaw didn't catch it cleanly.
Ishmael with it left wing. 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
By the time she got control of it, kind of took her out of a shot.
And a 5-second call going to be called here against the Lady Wildcards. 31-26, 21.5 left to play here in this third quarter.
Now, if you're the Wildcards, whatever you do, don't foul.
And they're going to get a kick here, and it'll stay with Dekalb.
No, I thought once you checked into the game,
you had to go in. Yeah.
Now, when you're at the scorer's table, you can be pulled back, but.
And I don't know if she was really even at the scorer's table for any period of time, as Dittamore missed on the three, and then Hanshaw misses, then is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. Foul this time is again going to go against Shepard. That's going to now be her fourth. And Hanshaw misses on the 1-and-1. And going to be called here for the travel.
Shepard's had a
that time is Shepard.
Shepard's had a tough run. She's going to come out of the game.
And she has 4 fouls, so that
fouls and a couple 3 turnovers here down the stretch.
At times looks like she just kind of blew a wheel as the 3 attempt no good off the backboard. 31-26, Osborn Stewartsville will take the lead into the fourth quarter when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Trying to sell your old car? Looking for some much needed help on the farm? Wanting to grow your customer base? The New Shopper in Albany prints 9,000 copies each week that are delivered to every Gentry and Worth County deliverable addresses and the surrounding area free of charge. Give Perry and Susan a call at 660-726-5234 at the New Shopper in Albany to have your ad sent directly to your customers.
Welcome back out again here to King City as we get ready to start fourth quarter of play. 31-26 is the lead here for Osborn Stewartsville over Dekalb.
I did make the offer for Coach Nick Groomer to sit in as a guest color commentator here, and he's adamantly declined. Now Nick Groomer's going home.
Shot off the backboard that time by Henshaw, and then not able to get the rebound is Dekalb, as bringing it across now will be Walker. So it's in the corner for Ishmael. Up top for Brush. Brush drives in, but this one going to be off her leg, out of bounds.
Well, another potential upset brewing here in King City.
In Dekalb, the 2 seed. Osborn Stewartsville, the 6 seed. Osborn Stewartsville was able to pick up a seed upset win as Henshaw misses the one inside, brings it out, and Vogel hits one now from behind the arc from 3.
Boy, they needed that. They just really have struggled from the perimeter.
I was saying Osborn Stewartsville picked up the seed upset over South Holt in the opening round, 54-48. And this time Crockett comes in, leaves it off back iron, and rebound picked up here by Osborn Stewartsville. But it's back down to a 2-point ball game here. 6:40 left to play here in the fourth. It's about the closest Dekalb has had it since about the second quarter when Osborn Stewartsville took the lead. Rush up now, top for Ishmael. Gets it inside for Lundy. Backdoor Koth off the glass for 2.
Good interior passing again by the Wildcards. Got the ball in the high post, and Koth made a backdoor cut, got one off the glass.
Dittamore with it, left wing. High post for Henshaw. Leads it off for Crockett on the block. Her shot rolls around, falls in for 2.
This may be the battle of the interiors here coming down the home stretch.
Rush drives in, lays a little runner off the glass for 2.
So she had the runner, and she had Koth again cutting back behind the defense.
Dittamore, high post. Henshaw knocks it in. Henshaw and Crockett each with 8 points so far here for Dekalb.
Dekalb's coach yelling to go back to a 1-3-1. They've been stung twice.
Walker right wing. Dribbles in, leaves it off for Koth on the baseline. She's made a couple of nice plays from that spot a couple of times tonight as she's driven in. Walker with it, left wing. They'll get it down to Koth on the block, a little too hard. Rebound made by Lundy, can't get it to fall in.
And again, both of them just a little too quick, trying to go too quick instead of getting under control and powering the ball up.
Crockett too hard off the glass, rebound pulled in by Walker.
I think the biggest lead we've seen tonight has been 7.
Koth dribbles in, puts up the shot, gets the foul and the bucket as well. A foul's going to be called against Lainey Vogel. That'll be her, or Vogan. That'll be her 4th. She'll check out. As checking back in will be Rachel Reagan.
And when you play a 1-3-1, it's always interesting to see who do you put on the baseline. Some people like to have a player with some size. Other people like to have somebody quick that can cover corner to corner.
With that and one bucket, Koth now at 16 points as they'll get it down to Crockett on the block. She'll be in double figures as she knocks it in off the glass for two. 38-35, 4:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Osborn Stewartsville with the lead. Koth will bring it up to the wing. Leaves it up top here for Walker. Back to Koth, stolen away though here by Hanshaw. Cuts inside and...
That's going to have to be a foul on Brush.
Yeah. So Brush kind of fell down running with her, and then Hanshaw tripped over top of her. And the foul against Brush is going to be her third, as now Dekalb into the double bonus.
I thought Stewartsville Osborn looked really tentative that last trip down the floor and attacking that 1-3-1.
And knocking in the free throw here is going to be Gracie Hanshaw. Second free throw off back iron. Walker comes away with the rebound.
Cut the lead back to 2.
And a timeout going to be called here by Osborn Stewartsville. A full Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a lead here for Osborn Stewartsville girls over Dekalb, looking for another seed upset to take the 6th seed into the championship game against the 1 seed Stanberry. Osborn Stewartsville with the 38-36 lead halfway through the fourth quarter of play.
When you've got a set play coming out here.
Walker gets it to Ishmael. Trying to get it to Koth, knocked away by Hanshaw.
Good defense, good read by Henshaw.
Rachel Reagan back out top for Rebecca Reagan, right wing. Macy Dittamore, 3. Off iron. Rebound pulled in by Walker.
Well, she's still looking for her first bucket of the ball game. Has missed a bunch out there. Ordinarily a decent shooter. Had a tough night tonight.
Rush will bring it down to the baseline. Drives, puts it off the side of the backboard. Dittamore comes in with the rebound. Quickly trying to get it out for Crockett. Goes up, knocks it in. Tie ball game. As we're tied 38 apiece here in this championship semi with 3 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter.
And a nice look up the floor by Dittamore. Good finish by Crockett. Having trouble in the half court, get out and run. Maybe get cheap ones that way. Not cheap ones, easier ones.
They'll get it into... They try to get it in that time to Madison Lundy. Not able to get it, and then a timeout called here by Dekalb with 2:43. We'll take another Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
.243 left to play here in the fourth quarter, 38-38. Dekalb basketball. They haven't led since early in the second quarter. Rebecca Reagan, who kind of led the comeback here early, brings it across, gets it up Now for Rachel Reagan, knocked into the backcourt here. She'll try and bring it across midcourt, and a foul going to be called as this one is going to go against Saunders. Emily Saunders will pick up her third, and going to the line for 2 free throws here is going to be Rachel Reagan.
You've got to read what's being called, and they're starting to call a little bit of body contact.
Rachel Reagan misses on the first.
And I almost thought they could have gotten Rachel Reagan with
a little hand
push
check
off herself. It's like the pass interference call in football. Sometimes I don't think I know what it is anymore.
And Rachel Reagan able to knock home the second. Again, that's a big part of being in that double bonus. So far, though, Dekalb just 4 team fouls. They've got a couple to give here.
Well, that's the first lead for Dekalb since maybe early in the second quarter.
Rush misses, then Lundy misses on the putback. And we're going to get a jump ball here that's going to stay with Osborn Stewartsville. 2:09 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And a timeout going to be called here by Osborn Stewartsville, and that's probably lucky because Brush was about ready to commit a
turnover
or a violation there as she was about to cross over the end line. We're going to keep it right here. Remember, this timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Again, 39-38 is the lead in favor of Dekalb. 2:09 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Winner will move on to play Stanberry. Loser will take on King City in the third place game. Both games on Friday. Third place game will be played at 8 o'clock in the old gym. Championship game here in the new gym Friday, 6:30. We'll cover that for you here on Albany TV. So Brush to inbounds here for the Lady Wildcards.
Always got her back turned to the inbounder. I always remember that throw it off her back. And
this one going to be knocked out of bounds off the hands of Gracie Hanshaw. You hit it off her back. Now you have a chance for a layup there, too, with where she was standing. They'll get it inbounds. That's Haskell who gets it back for Brush. Brush on the baseline. Loses it. Picked up here by Hanshaw. Gets it out now for Rebecca Reagan. Rebecca Reagan has it tipped out of her hands from behind as Josie Brush knocks it out of bounds. 1:55 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 39-38. Dekalb with a 1-point lead. The basketball and the possession. Rebecca Reagan leaves it off now for Rachel Reagan. Floater inside the paint, no good. Bounces out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Osborn Stewartsville.
Well, you don't want to quit playing, but you want to make sure you get a good look every time down.
Let's get the ball inside to Crockett. Gets the bucket and the foul. And that foul in this free throw is big here for Dekalb to take a 2-possession lead. Foul that time goes against Josie Brush, her fourth. And it's a 4-point ball game, 2-possession ball game. Checking back in, Gracie Shepard as well as Chesney Ishmael. Starters back out on the floor for Osborn Stewartsville. 1:40 left to play in the fourth quarter, 42-38. Dekalb with the lead. Rush for Ishmael. Up top now for Shepard. Trying to send in the corner for Ishmael, knocked away, picked up again by Shepard, up top for Brush.
Got to attack a little bit.
Dribbles in.
There's one.
And she is going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul will go against Rebecca Reagan. That is just her second, team's 5th. Again, Dekalb will still have 1 foul again before they put Osborn Stewartsville at the line for the 1-and-1.
Well, and if you hit one of these, do you hit the second one of these, maybe you get a little pressure?
Misses on the front end.
Left them all short.
Yes. That time able to make the second.
I don't know if you have to foul right away, but I think you ought to have an idea of when you want to foul.
And who.
Hanshaw
with it down on the block. A little long, and it's rebounded here by Ishmael.
Still not in a position where you have to have a three. If it's wide open, you'll take it, but
trying to get it down onto the block, and a foul called here on the floor.
That saves a basket. That's a really good foul.
And that is against Rachel Reagan. That is her fourth. I'll get it inbounds to Lundy. 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Osborn Stewartsville with the basketball, down three, and Brush knocks it in off the glass for two.
Good basket by Josie Brush. Played a really nice game.
And they're going to get a travel here against Rachel Reagan right before midcourt. 37.2 left to play here in the ball game. Again, next foul by Dekalb will put Osborn Stewartsville at the line for the 1-and-1. Inbounds for Ishmael in the corner. Back again to Brush up at the top of the key.
Don't have to be in a hurry.
Ishmael dribbles in, leaves it. Going up off the glass, can't get it to fall in, and a foul going to be called here on the rebound as Shepard was unable to get it. But then we'll get the foul call, and she'll go to the line for the 1-and-1. As the foul goes against Rebecca Reagan, her third.
I was going to say, you don't have had a pretty good look. Couldn't get it to fall, got the foul.
Shepard misses on the front end of the 1-and-1. This one out of bounds here off of Crockett.
I think Crockett thinks she got fouled, but you got to be strong at this point in the game.
25 seconds left, 42-41. Dekalb with a 1-point lead. They'll get it to Koth, right wing, inside, and another foul. This time again, it's going to go against Rebecca Reagan. That's her fourth. So again at the line for the 1-and-1 is going to be Gracie Shepard, the senior, here for Osborn Stewartsville.
She was a little quick last time with the free throw. Just take your time. That's better.
That one still leaves it off the front end. Crockett comes away with the rebound. 19 seconds left. And a timeout going to be called here by Dekalb. 18.7 left to play in the ball game. 42-41. Dekalb with the 1-point lead. We're back in just a moment to finish this game out when we come back on a moment on Albany TV.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
(42-41). Dekalb with the lead here over Osborn Stewartsville. 18.7. A chance to play Stanbury in the championship game here at the King City Tournament on the line.
I would think that timeout was totally to get the ball in the hands of
Rebecca
Reagan maybe, or Dittamore. Free throw shooter Reagan 6 for 6. And if you're Osborn Stewartsville, you can't be real picky.
Crockett will inbounds, and a foul here on the inbounds, which isn't necessarily a bad idea.
No time,
because no time will run off.
And if she makes them both, it's still a one-possession game.
However, I believe that will be the end of the night if Shepard, as that'll be her fifth. I believe Dekalb's coach was asking if that was going to be an intentional foul.
And it probably was.
Yes,
but that's not how the game's
exactly
called anymore.
So Haskell will check in here for Shepard as Macy Dittamore at the line for two. 1 for 2 so far tonight from the free throw line. makes the first. Even if she makes the second, it will stay a one-possession ball game.
I don't know who the three-point shooters are.
Osborn Stewartsville 1 for 3 so far from behind the arc. As Walker hit the lone one. It's missed as rebound's going to be made here by Osborn Stewartsville. Koth gets it for Haskell, drives in. Now trying to pull it out over to left wing for Ishmael. And Ishmael is going to be, it's going to be a timeout called here with 5.9 left to play in the fourth. Timeout called by Osborn Stewartsville. We'll be back again. 43-41 is the lead in favor of Dekalb. 5.9 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out again here to King City. 5.9 left to play here in this girls championship semi game. Dekalb with a 2-point lead, 43-41. Osborn Stewartsville with the basketball possession arrow in favor of Dekalb. Koth the inbounds. And another timeout going to be called here by Osborn Stewartsville. We'll be back again following this Pettyjohn Auto Center timeout. Check out Pettyjohn Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Welcome back out again here to King City. Girls Championship semifinal, 43-41. Dekalb with a 2-point lead. 5.9 left here on the clock. Again, inbounding will be Ashley Koth.
They're not guarding the inbounder. If you could get it in and step inbounds.
They try to get it into Lundy, who's double-teamed. It's a jump ball, goes in favor of Dekalb. 4.9 left here in this fourth quarter.
You got the tallest girl on the floor. You can't throw a bounce pass to her. It's got to get up in the air.
So again, inbounding will be Ashton Crockett for Dekalb. And they will foul with 3 seconds left. And going to the line will be Rebecca Reagan.
I think that's going to be the end of the road for Brush, too.
That'll be her fifth, yes.
That might have been the softest intentional foul I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't say that as an insult.
I think because she was hesitant to give it to foul out.
She had a really nice ball game,
Yes, she did. She'll finish the night tonight with 11 points for the Lady Wildcards. Rebecca Reagan sinks the first free throw. Still a one-possession ball game, and she can pretty much seal it with the second free throw.
Almost may want to miss it.
She does sink it, though, and makes it a two-possession ball game. Walker, who has the lone three-pointer, gets it to Lundy. Shot won't count. 45-41. Dekalb holds off Osborn Stewartsville to pull off the victory, 45-41. They will meet Stanberry in the championship game Friday night, 6:30. We'll be back with your BTC Bank postgame when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 45-41 victory tonight for Dekalb over Osborn Stewartsville. Let's take a look here at the unofficial stats from the ball game. For Dekalb, led in scoring tonight by Ashton Crockett with 15 points, 12 points for Rebecca Reagan, 9 points on the night for Gracie Hanshaw, 6 points on the night for Lainey Vogan, 2 points for Macy Dittamore, 1 point for Rachel Reagan. Dekalb unofficially shoots 15 for 46 from the field, 1 for 13 from the three-point line, 14 for 21 from the free throw line. For Osborn Stewartsville, they were led in scoring tonight by Ashley Koth with 16 points, and then it was Josie Brush that put in 6 points for Madison Lundy, 5 points for Reese Walker, and then 3 points on the night for Gracie Shepard. They unofficially shoot 17 for 38 from the field, 1 for 3 from behind the three-point arc, 6 for 17 from the free throw line.
Well, good finish. It's too bad for Stewartsville Osborn. I mean, they led most of the game and just couldn't hold off at the end. Had good performances by Josie Brush. Had good performances by, I thought Koth played a really nice game for him. But in the end, I think the combination of Crockett and Rebecca Reagan, I think, was just too much for him. Reagan 8 for 8 on the night from the free throw line. Had some big baskets for him to keep them close when Osborn Stewartsville looked like they were going to run away and hide for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so the seeds hold, and we'll see DeKalb and Stanberry in the girls' final. But a good performance by Stewartsville Osborn.
And that really was a game where you really hated to see either team lose. Both of them really played their guts out until that final whistle. So we'll be back with our final game of the night tonight. It'll be the number 2 seed in Maysville versus number 3 Northeast Nottoway boys. We'll have that game coming up for you in just a moment here on Albany TV.